crazy, can't catch a break lately. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little baby. You look amazing, I said it, I meant it. And I just wonder what you gotta do to get a little love. Legos and Cheetos, born in the fly. It's when God you get close. What you gotta do to get a little. What you gotta do to get a little love.
Welcome to Ferris Provincial Park. It's a small park with approximately 163 sites.
There's a few hiking trails and a mountain biking trail. This amazing suspension bridge. We're going to check it all out, and we're going to check out the town of Campbellford.
Stay tuned.
Ferris Provincial Park is approximately 2 hours east of Toronto on the shore of the Trent River near Campbellford. It's classified as a recreational park. We are on our way to Ferris Provincial Park.
And we just drove through Toronto, and it was bumper to bumper for most of it. So what should have been 2 3/4 of an hour has ended up being 4.5 hours.
We try and escape that sort of thing when we go to Provincial Park. We don't have to go through it to get there.
This is why we hate driving through Toronto, and that's why we haven't done so many parks in Eastern Ontario, because we generally have to drive through Toronto to get there.
That's a painful trip.
But anyway, we got beautiful open roads now.
Yep.
We're going to be rolling into the campground around 7:45, and luckily it's 2 days before the summer equinox, so it stays light late. So
Luckily.
we'll still be setting up in the daylight.
See you there.
So when you're heading to Ferris, beforehand, if you're on County Road 45, there's Alderville First Nation. It's right before the town of Roseneath. They have 3 or 4 gas stations there. The prices are about 20 cents per liter less than the regular prices. So it's a great place to fill up your tank. After you check in, take the road to the campgrounds. On the left-hand side is the loop road for the dump fill station. There is one dump. It is not threaded, and there's no way to attach anything on to make it threaded because it has one of those weird handles. And there is one fill, and it is threaded, has a hose, so you can bring it to either side. There's no bypass whatsoever. You're going to be stuck in this line waiting for people if there is a line. I think this is the best pressure we've seen at any park. That was a 10-minute fill. I think that's a record for us.
It's a nice big hose. It's nice and thick,
Yeah.
so
I think the
tons
worst-
of water through.
I think the worst was Killarney, and that was like 45 minutes
that
when
was
we were even
horrid.
full.
Yeah, that was not good.
That was awesome.
Yeah, close that
Let's
baby.
get to the campsite. This is us, site number 61 in Bedrock Campground. It is a really nice, big, open site. It's a little unlevel. We had to put some Camco levelers on the passenger side, but we got it nice and level. It has a nice clear path to the electrical pedestal, makes it easy to plug in, and it is extremely private. We can't see another site from within our site. And it's a fairly narrow opening to the site, and our truck and trailer take up that space, so it is a very private site.
Let's check out the park.
Ferris has 2 campgrounds with 41 electric and 122 non-electric sites for a total of 163 campsites. Valley View Campground has 21 electric and 34 non-electric sites. Bedrock Campground has 20 electric and 88 non-electric sites. There's a comfort station in Valley View Campground that has flush toilets and showers. There are 2 comfort stations in Bedrock Campground with just flush toilets. There's a day use area with a playground, boat launch, picnic area, and fenced-in leash-free dog exercise area. There are 6 hiking trails. The Drumlin Trail system consists of 3 interlocking loop trails rated as moderate. The Blue Trail is 1.46 kilometers. The White Trail is 2.11 kilometers, and the Red Trail is 2.53 kilometers. The outskirts of the Drumlin Trail system can be used for cycling. There's also the Rainy Falls Trail that is 0.6 kilometer loop rated as easy, the River Gorge Trail that is 3.6 kilometer loop rated as moderate, the Milkweed Trail, which is 1.16 kilometer linear trail rated as moderate, and then there's the Trans-Canada Trail runs through the park.
There are 3 comfort stations in the park. 2 are in Bedrock with flush toilets only. The one in Valley View is flush toilets, and there is 1 shower in the women's washroom, 1 shower only in the men's washroom. So that's a total of 2 showers in the whole park for 163 sites. So just keep that in mind. No laundry facilities either.
Jax, do you want to go to the leash-free dog run? Jax. Wait. There you go. The leash-free dog run is in the day use area. It looks to be really new. It has very new wood for the fencing. There is a water tap in it. Lots of room for the dogs to run. It'd be great if there was a whole bunch of other dogs here, but only Jax right now. The park is very quiet. It is Friday, June 21st. And so far, it's been a very, very quiet park. Most sites are empty. Maybe we'll have some more people coming today.
There's a small boat launch area by the children's playground area where you can launch your canoes, kayaks, paddleboards, and small boats into the Trent River. There's fishing along the shore of the Trent River or by boat for pike, pickerel, perch, bass, and crappie. You can rent kayaks from the registration office, but there is no canoe or stand-up paddleboard rentals.
For cell service, Bell, TELUS, Koodo, and Virgin Mobile, it is not very good here. There are sometimes hours that I go without any connection at all. Other times I can get a little bit. And actually this morning, for some reason, I was able to watch a video. So that was shocking. And it doesn't seem to be any better. I thought maybe when we went over towards the suspension bridge, that'd be so close to town, Campbellford, that we'd have a better connection, but we didn't. Because we arrived at the park so late the first day, we went back to the registration desk on day number 2 to check in. This road that we're on right now is actually the Trans-Canada Trail, and it goes through the park, and then it goes back to a regular trail. So the suspension bridge is a very wide grading system. It's not very Jax friendly, not very dog friendly. As a matter of fact, it's not very Cheryl friendly either. Cheryl, you're not gonna like this.
I'm
Look
not
down.
a fan of heights.
Look down.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't look down.
No,
Look straight ahead.
Cheryl's kind of afraid of heights. It's a good thing God built her so low to the ground. Looks like they opened up the dam.
What I like about this park is all the trails have these signs, and a lot of them, or most of them, have like pamphlets or maps that you can pick up. Easily accessible. I wish everybody did that.
We've had quite the eventful morning so far, haven't we?
Yeah. I think it started around 6 when the thunder and kaboomers were going, and then our power went out for a couple hours.
And then you panicked.
Because it's like super hot.
Yeah.
Like the hottest week of the year.
No air conditioning. Yeah, there's a heat wave on right now.
Yeah, and guess what Ben didn't pack? Our solar power generator.
Yeah. Okay.
And I forgot my raincoat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then it was raining.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh yeah, and then Ben clued in. Oh, he forgot to shut the sunroof on the truck yesterday.
yeah, it wasn't bad. It had just started raining. Luckily, it didn't rain during the night.
And then we kept hearing this noise and it sounded like an animal prancing around on the trailer. And I thought it was coming from the slide out, and open up the blinds, and there's a cardinal. All morning he's been trying to get in. He keeps fluttering around the windows and banging into the glass, and wow, what is going on? Jax and him are having bonding moments between the window, which is kind of cute. You met a new friend. Yeah. So I don't know where he is at the moment, but he goes away and then he keeps coming back trying to get in.
So what a morning.
choice of camping, yes. So we got the sunroof closed pretty much in the nick of time. It was raining a bit.
Yeah.
So got to do better with that.
Now let's get on with our day.
Yeah, until the next kaboomer. It looks like it's clearing though a bit now.
I think it is.
Here, put this over here.
Jax, what's going on, buddy?
She was out there alone on the highway. She had a broken wing, she's trying to hide. And I was much too old to act on the feeling. But then again, I ain't never had someone to hold. I wrote songs for a mockingbird. Take 'em all, leave 'em, I know that she heard. Songs for a mockingbird. Looking at me, she sang every word. Songs for a mockingbird. Oh, you're giving.
You're only allowed one chocolate bar. Just pick one chocolate bar, okay?
Okay. I'll take this one. $40.
5 pounds.
Yes. Well, the mint meltaways, it was buy one, get one free, so you buy one, get
How
one.
much are they?
I don't know.
$6.49.
$5.49 a pound.
Okay.
And then the caramel whirls and the double chocolate.
We were out on the beach, covered in midnight. She made love to me under the stars. But now I'm sure that
So what'd you get at Empire Cheese?
Okay, I got some fresh cheese curds, which Jax is licking the bag because I guess he likes fresh cheese curds. I did not know that. And I got some snack, Avarti snack bites. I got some mozzarella cheese with caraway. And I got a summer sausage and a venison. And so we went to Dewar's Bakery.
Yeah.
Went to Dewar's Bakery, and these are getting a little mushy, but they're like these little pastries with jam inside with whipped cream and chocolate. Yes. And some
I picked those.
chocolate chip cookies. So they were pretty much out by the time we went because it's like near closing hour, but we had to go back because of the storm. So we got delayed. Nice day for a paddle on the Trent Severn Waterway.
I threw the Polaroid in
One up?
fire.
There you go, buddy.
Off my leg.
Maybe someday soon she'll learn to fly. Songs for a mockingbird. You live and you learn. Songs for a mockingbird. Looking at me, she sing every word. Songs for a mockingbird.
Are you going to almost fall in? I think so. Hi.
He's peeing.
It's Cheryl's Lou Review, Lou Review. Let's all talk about Lou's. Don't ask Ben, don't ask Jax, ask Cheryl. Cheryl's Lou Review.
So the vault toilets in the park, there is, actually I like this one is close to our site in Bedrock, Site 61. They have nice architectural stone, field stone, like that brick wall. They are surrounded by lovely purple flowers and the widely mowed green paths to the vault toilets, although they can get a little spongy when it's been raining. On the most part, these vault toilets are very basic. You've got your pit toilet, which is a hole in the ground. You have some running water. This one doesn't have any soap, but some of the others do have soap. There's no hooks. There's no lights. There is a trash can. There's 2 toilets in the female and 2 in the male. Surprisingly, they don't smell. It is the beginning of summer, but it's not busy in the park. I think I'm going to rate these a flower.
So this is an intersection of the Drumlin Trail group, and we're at the Blue Trail is the one that we're doing, and the outskirts of it and all the other Drumlin trails, the outskirts is the mountain biking trail. So this is what the mountain biking trail looks like. Doesn't look like it's being used a whole heck of a lot this year, and I think you'd want to have a serious mountain bike for it. Wow.
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 I got a full house. Okay, I got a full house.
Did you do that? Did
There.
you do that? For 6 would be great. Maybe just try for 6.
Oh, are you kidding me?
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
You just won the game.
5. Yes.
Happy 33rd anniversary, Cheryl Ann.
Happy 33rd.
Another 33 to come.
Thank you, Jax, for that.
Thanks, Jack.
You're cheersing too. Cheering, cheersing, cheering. Good boy. Another 33. Is it time to play? No. It's time for us to eat. It's time for us to eat, Bubby.
He just keeps doing this.
Yeah. Constantly.
This bird is driving me nuts. This dude. He
I
thinks
know.
he's seeing his reflection and he's trying to fight it.
You think he would have figured it out by now?
On day 3, he's still doing it. Who's that for?
Jax. Jax, honey bear. Look at what Mama has for you. Here, come over here. Turn around. There you go. Yummy. Oh, God.
Jax. Are you a good boy?
Well, it's that time again for Cole's Notes, and we are at Ferris Provincial Park. It is June the 19th to the 22nd, 2024, and it's the hottest week of the year. What are we at? 32 degrees right now?
And Jax is licking the sweat off of my knees right now. Thank you for that, Jax.
So, this is it's a small park.
Yeah, it's only 41 electric sites and a total of 163 sites. So it's a pretty small park.
Yes, there's 2 small campgrounds, but the park itself is actually a little bit larger.
Yeah,
Right?
it has a big area because it has a lot of hiking trails and stuff.
Yes. So, what did you think of this park?
I actually like the park.
It's better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, a big drawback before coming here was that there's really no place to swim.
Yeah, even though we're not real beach people, it's still nice to have a beach.
Right.
Especially when it's like the hottest week of the year.
Yeah, it's been like 32, 33 degrees. So we wanted to get in the water. And there's no actual spot to swim here.
No.
There's a couple spots. There's a couple conservation areas very close to here. You can pay to go swimming there if you want.
Yes, and there's also the public pool that's close by down the road. It's
in Campbellford.
Small fee. So there are some options outside the park.
But another option was we actually went to the boat launch and you went kayaking. I went on the stand-up paddleboard.
Yep.
And that got a chance to walk into the water and cool off a little bit there.
Yes.
Now,
It's just a teeny tiny little spot though.
Yeah. Now, all the footage I took from my camera that I had on top of my head, I was getting some great footage. I was so excited about it. Yeah, I accidentally deleted it all.
It's gone.
Yep. So that's why when you saw all the footage out on the water,
It's from my camera.
it's from Cheryl's camera, just
And that is why
filming me and Jax.
That is why you always have to have backups of everything.
That
Two
is
of
Cheryl's
everything.
motto.
That's my motto.
Right.
Things always happen.
Right. So
Okay.
I lost all that footage. But anyway,
Yes. So we like the campsites. The campsites in general, you can see it's starting to get a little bit longer, the grass, but it's nicely mowed sites surrounded by pretty purple flowers again.
yep. We are in a very open site, so the
Right for
mosquitoes
solar.
and deer flies aren't too bad. There are some sites that are really in the woods, and we've checked them out, mosquitoes and deer flies.
Yeah.
And on some of the trails that we're in, the Gorge Trail, a lot of deer flies on that trail.
Yeah.
So,
Bug
because
spray.
it was kind of wet
nets.
and kind of really thick bush, so
Yeah,
the
why
bugs
do-
are really in there.
Why do we like to tend to go on the hiking trails after it's been raining?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not a good idea.
No. But yeah, these are nice private sites here. Like we don't see anybody. Well, maybe if there was somebody there. That's another thing. We're here kind of midweek to the Saturday, and there's like hardly anybody here at all. We don't see anybody.
Yeah, it's
Park to ourselves.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so the sites are nice. The trails. For a small park, it's got 5 trails. and
7 trails.
7 trails, sorry, and a mountain biking trail.
Yeah.
So mountain bikers, there you go.
Yep. What I like on the trails is, like we talked about liking visitor centers. There's no visitor center here, but we like learning about the area. On all the trails, they have the trees marked.
Yes.
And they have a little sign giving you an example of each type of tree.
Yes.
And that's kind of cool. You get to learn something because we don't know our trees very well.
No.
You know, so.
Just like our birds.
Yeah. And the trails are really well marked.
I like the signs that they have out front. Well, a lot of parks have that, but and they also have pamphlets,
Yeah, with
like,
maps of where you're going.
a guide to walking trails, and the summer fall wildflowers, like things like that. I like. Oh, yes.
Okay.
I forgot to mention about this, but
You can mention about it.
okay. And what I also like about the parks, for such a small park, look at this information guide. You know, it's got like all kinds of stuff that we want to see.
All the
like,
parks used to have newspapers like this. And we
Yes.
always like that.
Love the information guide. Now, a lot of places just give you a little photocopy of your campground.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing, no information about outside the park or anything. But yeah, there's a lot of history in this park, so we like that they display that and talk
Yeah, they
about
got signs
that.
everywhere talking about that.
From everything from the drumlins, which is the glaciers that melt. That's why it's hilly in this park. There's a lot of hilly areas. And the stone wall, the history of the stone wall, which is down by the playground.
Jack's likes that they have a off-leash dog area.
Yes, that was just, a couple of years ago they put in that.
It looks really new. The fencing
Yeah.
looks really new. It
Yeah.
hasn't worn at all yet.
So that's nice to have that spot for the dogs to run around. And they have a water spigot in the middle with a bowl so the dogs can drink water.
Now, really, it's only fun if there's other dogs in there. So Jack's likes playing with other dogs. If we go there now, or when we did go, there's no other dogs there, so it's
Yeah, it's
just
been pretty quiet. But
it's like the lawn at home. It's it's not all that exciting. You can't walk into the water there or anything. It's just an area for the dogs to play together.
the roads are quite potholy throughout the park, the gravel.
Rough roads getting in,
Yeah.
especially when towing a trailer.
So, I mean, we could still ride our bikes through. We just have to be careful where you're biking and pulling your trailer.
It's certainly nothing like Samuel de Champlain, not like that road that you're going to lose fillings in your teeth. But yeah, it is a little pothole.
I just wish there was a toilet down by the playground boat launch area. There's nothing down there. So
It is unusual that there isn't one there, because when people
a lot of
are
parks don't have that,
heading
though.
out on the water or coming back from the water, they kind of want to have a washroom right there,
But a lot of parks
before they
don't
head
have
out and
that.
come back.
I
Yeah.
don't know why. They need
And the
to do that.
playground with the kids at the playground.
Yeah, there's a huge playground area, but
Yeah, there should be a washroom near there.
yeah.
But
something.
there isn't.
Just
Oh
a
well.
porta potty, something. Another thing I'll reiterate is there's only 2 showers for the whole park, and it's in Valley View. So 1 in the female washroom, 1 in the male washroom. So
For 163 campsites.
yeah, so you might want to bring some wipes
Yeah.
because there's no beach to swim in either. You can't do that.
Or if you're lucky enough to have a shower in your trailer, you're probably going to want to use it.
Yeah. I'm thinking of tenters, I guess.
Yeah. It's nice that we are very close to a town of Campbellford.
Yes.
Actually, I think we're in Campbellford.
Yes.
And there's a lot of cool things to do in Campbellford. And before we came here, so many people told us the places we have to go. We have to go to
The Dewey's
Dewar's Bakery,
Dewey's Bakery, and the Chocolate Factory,
World's
and
Finest Chocolate Factory.
and
Thanks
the-
for naming them all correctly, Cheryl.
the Cheese Place,
Empire Cheese.
and we were at the Toonie.
Yeah, the giant toonie.
So we quick ran and did all those things during our torrential downpour.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we left, and then the winds and the storm was gusting, so we had to race back and pull in our awning and put things away. And we had to wait till that subsided, and then we left again and went back into town and went boom, 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 and hit everything.
Yeah, the bakery, the chocolate store, the giant toonie, they are all very close together right in Campbellford. And the cheese place is just on the other side of the park.
Yeah, the opposite way.
The opposite way, but it's very close, 3 kilometers from the park.
Yeah, so thank you for those ideas.
Yeah, we checked them all
Got
out.
them all checked off and bought something at all of them.
Oh, yeah, it's been very good.
Yes.
So let's get to a rating.
Okay. There's
So
no
it-
visitor center.
Yeah.
There's no actual store. There's just a few things at the check-in.
You get park merchandise.
Yeah.
Some ice cream
and
treats.
some more stuff.
Yeah.
The lack of showers. And yeah, the washroom facilities are a little bit more on the older side.
Yeah. And a big thing for me is no swimming location.
Yeah.
So that those are all things that kind of bring the mark down. But for what it is, it's not that bad of a park.
It's a nice little park. We saw a lot of people from town do a lot of hiking through the park.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
lot of day use.
Oh, the suspension bridge.
The suspension bridge,
Yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, that's the hot spot too. So with that, I think maybe a 7. What do you think?
Yeah, I think a 7's about right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
So we are giving it a 7.
7 it is.
Okay.
And we are off to Presqu'île Provincial Park next, and that is a stone throw away. I can't. Oh, our cardinal.
Oh, we got to tell you about this cardinal.
There he is on
He's
our
now
truck.
on my truck. and he's pecking away at the window on the truck.
He keeps crashing it. We
This-
found out that
Yeah.
he doesn't like to see the reflection of himself. So he wasn't bonding with Jax. He was attacking his own reflection. And he does this starting at 5 a.m. every morning on our trailer.
5 a.m., we just hear that bird hitting the glass of the trailer, and he keeps running into the glass, and then he tries to grab a hold of the window frame and peck at the glass.
So beware if you come to this site
Oh,
with a trailer.
that cardinal's driving me nuts.
Yeah, he's a bad boy.
And this morning, he actually went and stood on the battery box at the front of the trailer and was pecking at the metal on the front of the trailer. So that's basically where our heads are in bed, and he's pecking at it. And because he could get a good grip, because he's standing there, he could peck nonstop at that thing. Ooh, that cardinal driving me nuts.
Yeah, he's
Anyway,
annoying.
okay, so now the perk gets a 2. That cardinal just took it from a 7 to a 2. It's all yours to blame, Cardinal. Anyway, okay.
So yeah, Presqu'île.
Presqu'île,
Like
much bigger park, a lot
40
different than
minutes
this
away.
place.
Yeah.
And we'll see you there next week.
Yes, we'll see you there.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy camping.
Songs for